Breaking news: Nigerians, fresh tension looms as Shehu Sani reviews what may happen if the court sacks Tinubu, and has also revealed the only person that can save him. Oh, I'm telling you, my country people. Let's find out more as we hit the news. But if you're joining us for the first time, you're very much welcome. I sincerely appreciate your presence. Kindly subscribe and please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Senator Shehu Sani, a former senator who represented the Kaduna Central at the 8th Senate, has revealed what we all call if the court sacks Tinubu through his Twitter handle. He also claimed that the opposition will move on no matter what the final judgment of the Presidential Election Petition Court is. In a post on his verified Twitter handle, Sani stated that in this case, that President Bola Tinubu is removed from office, a certain notable Kaduna state indigene will severely criticize the former governor of Lagos State. Oh, yes, Sani has made this known. We know that Atiku Abubakar, Peter Obi, these two prominent personalities, are in the opposition, and they have asked the court on several occasions to reject Tinubu's election in a petition that they had submitted. And yes, on March 1st, the Election Authority in Nigeria, known as INEC, had announced the contest had been won by Tinubu, the candidate of the All Progressive Congress. Now, Sani wrote that if the court, favors Tinubu and his victory is affirmed, the opposition will congratulate him, but will condemn the ruling and move on. But if the court ruled against Tinubu and he lost the presidency, it is only God that will save him, from the mouth of the ex-Kaduna Empire and his next book, How We Made Him and He Betrayed Us. Wahala dey, my country people. Earlier on, it was claimed by by Legit Nigeria that Shehu Sani made a remark about the most previous president, Muhammad Buhari, in response to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu's decision to fire and replace the head of chiefs of armed service. And yes, President Tinubu gave his approval for the immediate retirement of the service chiefs, and the approval took effect immediately. But all these are also connected to the topic that Shehu Sani had communicated to. In fact, he has sent a very, very vital message to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The former lawmaker urged Tinubu to start a probe into the activities of the previous government officials who worked during the administration that was led by the former president Muhammad Buhari as soon as possible. So, my country people, una know say Senator Shehu Sani is very outspoken. Yes, one thing I like about Shehu Sani is that he's a very outspoken man. He tends to say things the way he sees it, and he doesn't, that man no dey hide mouth. He doesn't hide his thoughts, his feelings, his emotions. He tends to say them out so that Nigerians can know what is going on his mind. Now, my country people, Sani don talk say all these ones wey be say everybody just dey run go court. Him don talk say see wetin go happen o. If the court should eventually sack President Tinubu, he said this is it o. If the court's final verdict predicts that yes, Tinubu won the election, then the opposition, they will congratulate Tinubu and they will move on. At least they will move on and prepare ahead of the 2027 presidential election. Now, he said if Tinubu is removed from office by the court, that means there is a certain man in Kaduna State who una know El-Rufai now. Yes, El-Rufai go use mouth take finish Tinubu. That's what he would do. El-Rufai will use his mouth and condemn Tinubu. El-Rufai will say, oh, we made him and now he has betrayed us. In fact, him go write book about President Tinubu. So Tinubu should be very careful. Sani has given him a very huge and a very vital warning that if the court ruled against Tinubu, that it is only God that will save him from the mouth of the ex-Kaduna governor El-Rufai, because El-Rufai go use mouth take finish Tinubu, say after all, after everything we don do for Tinubu, yet he still lost at the tribunal. El-Rufai would use his mouth and finish him. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this issue? Because this is really very very serious. The fact that Shehu Sani have made a tweet saying if the court favors Tinubu and his victory is affirmed, then the opposition, they will congratulate him. And although they will condemn the ruling, because they know say somehow they know that the election was rigged. But what can they do since they have made it known to their followers that they would respect the decisions of the court, whatsoever it may be? They have made it known. So it's either they congratulate Tinubu, although at the back of their minds they would really condemn the ruling. But then, what can they do? They can't do anything. They would have to move on, forge ahead, and plan ahead of the next elections. So, my country people, this is coming from Senator Shehu Sani. My country people, this is really serious. So, guys, what are your thoughts on this issue? Because at this point, Nigerians eagerly await the court's ruling on Tinubu's petition, and the suspense is really growing. The curiosity is growing. So many people are wondering what would be the fate of Tinubu? What would be the fate of these petitioners? What would be the fate of Nigerians if the courts get to overturn the victory of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu? How would it be like? How would the scenario be like for us in this country? How do we cope? How do we forge ahead? But if the court, rules in favor of Tinubu, then we are settled that yes, indeed, he won the election. But the fact that Shehu Sani have made it known that, see, if the court should rule against Tinubu, then he would face severe criticisms, especially from El-Rufai, because El-Rufai will be the first person to laugh at him. So guys, what's your take on this? Kindly share your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to give us a thumbs up, like us, share, subscribe. Thank you. Bye for now.